Live from the vault, we want to welcome everybody to the Grit and Grind Sports Podcast. Daryl, how you feeling over there?
Feeling pretty good. We had a good week last week of games.
A great week of games.
Yep. And so we got some awards we got to give out.
We got some awards to give out. So, Daryl, go ahead and tell me, who is the Grit Player of the Week?
Well, the Grit Player of the Week is coming out of South Johnson out there at Four Oaks, North Carolina. It's this kid I saw on video, and Lucas Lehman, number 32 for them. He's 6'1", over 200 pounds, defensive end, and this kid was all over the field making tackles. Right now, he's sitting at 51 solo tackles, total of 11 sacks, and he's got that grit.
He's got the grit.
He's got the it factor. You know, when you had that it.
See, when you got an it factor, it makes it a difference.
It makes a big difference.
A big difference.
And this kid's got it. And so he gets the grit award. So, Sean, who's got that grind award?
Well, see, that grind award is all about getting out there and grinding them chains.
Yeah.
Getting those extra yards, those extra yards to get to the first down.
Okay.
I got to give the grind award. Well, first of all, it is quite coincidental that the grind award goes to a Southern Nash player.
Okay.
And what do we have here today representing?
We got a Southern Nash helmet.
We got a Firebird
They
helmet.
showed up.
They showed up.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that helmet in a few minutes. The grind award goes to Traylon Mitchell of Southern Nash, 7 attempts, 128 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns last week against Bunn. I mean, the kid was pretty much running to the store down the street.
Yeah.
Soon he got the ball, he was just running. Hey,
just run.
Touchdown. Hey, I'm going to keep going to the store. I'll be back. Third quarter. Got to get a honey bun.
Yeah. He would take care of some business.
He would take care of business.
Okay.
And Southern Nash sent this beautiful helmet today. Listen up, coaches, ADs. They sent this beautiful helmet because you said that this Bunn game was a statement game.
Yeah.
So you know what Southern Nash said? Tell Daryl, statement made, helmet here.
All right, my hands up. I give up. They made that statement.
They made that statement.
We'll get into that later on the show. But, Sean, where's the bus taking us to right now?
Well, we got to crank that bus up right now. We're in Nash County at Nash Central High School. So we got to crank that bus up. Before we crank that bus up, Daryl, you know what we got to do, don't you?
What we got to do?
We got to stop by the cafeteria.
All right, what we going to get?
Lunch lady got that brown box with them brown bags. What's in that bag this week, Daryl?
I think we got a ham sandwich.
Oh, we eating ham today.
Yeah, we eating a little ham.
So we're going to take this ride down 264.
Okay.
And come on down 39.
All right.
Make a left.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on up into the town of Bunn, North Carolina.
Bunn, North Carolina.
And sitting on the corner of Bunn, North Carolina, there's a high school.
Yes, it is.
That plays football.
Yeah, well, yes.
We're going to talk about that high school in a minute.
Okay.
So Nash Central's playing Bunn. We in Bunn, North Carolina. Daryl, tell me about the Bulldogs of Nash Central.
All right, so the Bulldogs of Nash Central is coming out of the 2A, 3A Conference 17. They had a tough game last week against Northern Nash.
Very tough game.
Lost 49-6. But I'm going to just put all that to the side, and I'm going to just talk Nash Central. I don't know where my camera's at, but look.
Nash Central, pay attention.
This is what y'all got to do. You watch the video of that 49-6 loss to Northern Nash.
You watch that one.
You watch it, you learn from your mistakes, and then you burn that tape.
You don't
see that no more.
You don't even put it in the library.
You let that go because you got 3 games coming up that are winnable games.
Okay.
You could go, you got Bunn this weekend.
That's a winnable one.
That is a very winnable game. You can go in and take care of business against Bunn.
Okay.
Then you got Lewisburg coming, and then you got a Roanoke Rapids team. All winnable games.
All winnable games.
The key to win these games for Nash Central, you got to get focused. You got to get refocused. You got to let that go what happened against Northern Nash. And you got to listen to your coaches. Do your job. Don't worry about nobody else.
Do your job.
And as long as you can do that, you have a good chance of coming out winning, especially this game against Bunn.
This is a winnable game.
Yeah, because Bunn is sitting in the conference right now dead last. They're 2-5, 0-4 in the league. Nash Central, this is when you take advantage of that.
And when a team's sitting like that,
yeah,
we're going to tell them about something a little later on.
Yeah, we got to tell them something about look. But Nash Central, these are winnable games. Beat Bunn this week, beat Lewisburg next week, have a chance against Roanoke Rapids.
Have a chance.
On October the 29th.
Give yourself a puncher's chance.
At least.
Okay.
That's what I got for Nash Central.
Bunn. The Wildcats of Bunn.
All right, now, what we got?
The 2-5 overall. 0-4 in conference. So that hurts you.
Yeah.
That hurts you.
Yeah, that hurts.
This is a winnable game for Bunn.
Yeah.
And this is a game that you can win to set yourself up for next season.
Yeah.
Not for playoffs.
No, I think they're gone
Next season.
next season.
You take that win,
Right.
you get you another one,
There you go.
and you're probably going to lose one in
Right.
this 3-game stretch. But you can set something up.
Yeah. Set something up.
I want to say Bun can run the table, but when I looked at all the factors coming in, Daryl, they got on their schedule Lewisburg, Roanoke Rapids, and Nash Central.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's tough.
That's
yeah.
that's 3 losses.
Yeah. That's about
And when you get 3 losses, you got to start talking about that special day.
Yeah. And
So-
what's that special day, Sean?
For a player, it's not a special day, and for a coach, it's not a special day. But we call that special day. It's called Inventory Monday.
Inventory Monday.
And for those who have not played football in high school level, me and Daryl are going to explain to you what Inventory Monday is. Daryl, can you tell me a little bit about Inventory Monday?
Well, Inventory Monday is that day when you play your final game, and that Monday rolls around,
That Monday comes around.
and you have your team meeting, and your coaches pull you in to the locker room.
They rile you up.
And rile you up, and they start saying, okay, we need to turn in some equipment. And what kind of equipment do they have to turn in, Sean?
A helmet,
There you go.
shoulder pads, leg pads, everything that you got, the jersey, practice jersey, game jerseys, you turn in everything. The only thing you walk out with of that locker room is what you brought in there
Yep.
and your mouth guard.
And that's it.
That's it.
So that's Inventory Monday.
And it's a sad day because I've done it many times.
Yeah.
It's because the other teams are going off in the playoffs, but Bun, I tell you, I'm going to read these stats on Bun before we jump to the next game.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback, Demarion Watkins, 26 for 45, 5 touchdowns, QBR of 110. Ladavius Bowden, 376 yards, 6 TDs, 2 TDs receiving, 158 yards. Damian Watson, 210 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. DeMonte Cook, 203 yards, 1 touchdown. This sounds like a team
On
that
paper.
should be on paper. That's
Yeah, they sound
undefeated.
good. They sound
good.
They sound real good on paper.
But the record says 2-5,
Yeah.
0-4.
0-4. And that equals Inventory Monday.
That's what it equals.
That's what it equals.
Because you're going to, a loss against Nash Central,
Yep.
a loss against a 4-1 Lewisburg team,
Yep. And Lewisburg's playing some good ball.
and a Roanoke Rapids team that you got to play in the middle of that stretch
Yep.
that's coming in, folks, because they know that these next 3 games are going to determine their seating in playoffs.
Right. So it's not looking good for Bun.
Not
So-
at all.
All right, Sean. So we're going to go on that bus, and where we headed to next?
Well, we got to crank that bus up, and I stopped by and talked to the cafeteria lady. She told me this time we're going to have a little turkey sandwich. A little
Oh,
peanut
not
butter
a
and jelly.
turkey sandwich.
They gonna show-
Eating healthy?
Yes, sir. They're going to show up a little
Okay.
bit.
All right.
So we're going to leave Bun, and we're going to hop back on 64,
Okay.
which will take us up to 301.
Mm-hmm.
And make a left on 301. And we got to ride up to Halifax County. But we got to stop and pick up North Edgecombe before we go there.
Yep.
And North Edgecombe right now is riding on a nice wave.
Well,
They're on a 2-game win streak.
2-game winning streak, and that's good for North Edgecombe.
That is good
because
for those Warriors.
they have lost about 4 games straight. So coming out of the 1A East Conference 9, right now North Edgecombe is sitting at number 4, and like you said, Sean, they just won last week against Southwest Halifax, 49-12, and they're sitting at number 4 right now in the league. They have a good chance of coming in and upsetting Northwest Halifax.
This is another team like Nash Central.
Yeah.
They can run the table.
They can run the table.
Can they get them in? I don't know.
I don't know, because if they can win this Friday
Okay.
against Northwest Halifax, turn around, beat Rocky Mount Prep,
That's a win.
and then finish it up with Warren County,
That's
3
wins.
That's 3 wins. You may sneak in.
You can get that 15, 16.
You can actually get a 15. And like I said, key player I'm looking for them is their running back, Raheem Knight.
Okay.
He is a big, strong running back that is their main focus on offense. And so if they could get Knight started early, I think they have a good chance of coming out with a win. But it's going to have to be a team effort. Everybody's going to have to pitch in. Everybody's going to have to do their jobs. And then we're going to keep saying that. Do your job.
That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do. Don't worry about somebody else's job. Worry about your job. And if they can do that, I honestly feel that they can come out with a victory this week.
The Vikings of Northwest Halifax are hosting this game. The Vikings are one of those teams that's 1-2 overall,
Yeah.
0-2 in conference. This conference is up for grabs.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you got Kent Pride that's leading the way at 6-1. Weldon is 5-1, I believe.
Yeah, Weldon is Right now, Weldon is sitting at 3-1.
3-1. 3-1. So this conference is up for grabs for one more team. It's just not Northwest Vikings. The Northwest Halifax Vikings, it's just not them.
It's not them.
But it could be North Edgecombe Warriors that could get a seat in the playoffs.
It's a possibility.
I mean, I looked up stuff on this team for the Vikings. They are losing games. I mean, badly. But this is a must-win game because this is one of those games that you could win to rile you up to get you ready for next season.
So, are they in that inventory Monday?
They in the inventory
Or
Monday.
is it knocking on the door? It's a good chance.
They with Bun. They in there.
They in there too.
Because even if they run the table, it is no chance. I mean, they got the last game, they got a showdown with Kent Pride.
And
That's a
Kent
loss.
Pride right now
That's a
in the
loss.
1A Eastern Conference 9 is sitting overall is 3-2. And in the conference, they're 3-0. The number 2 seed, and what we talked about with Kent Pride, they played teams from 2A, 3A conferences
Strength of
early.
schedule.
Yeah.
That's the key
And
word.
so when they hit their 1A conference, they was able to move up. And right now, Kent Pride is looking nice. Also with Northampton County.
That's who they just lost to 44-0.
So,
No, excuse me, 66-0.
ooh,
Inventory Monday, Daryl.
inventory. There's a lot of teams on that inventory Monday.
I mean, there's a lot of teams that's sitting on the way to get in. A lot
A
of
way to get out.
way to get out.
All right. So, Sean, where we headed to next?
Well, we got to crank that bus up there in Halifax County, and I talked with the AD. He gonna feed us good this time, Daryl.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna get us some pizza on the way this game.
Okay.
So we got some pizza, and we're gonna take the long ride from Halifax County all the way down 301. And when we come in on 301, we're gonna come down Tarboro Street and ride down Highway 42, go past the mall, the old mall of Wilson,
Okay.
go past the Dean's Farm Market, and we're gonna get to a stoplight. We're gonna make a right.
Okay.
Soon you make that right, you already know what street you're on. They call it Warrior Boulevard.
Mm.
And we're gonna go turn a left and turn into the bus parking lot of the Hunt Football High School playing Warriors.
All right. So the Warriors are going to be playing South Johnson Trojans coming out of 3A Eastern Conference 2021.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, go ahead.
This is the game of the week down there in Wilson.
Yes, this is definitely game of the week. And we're going to tell you why. Because South Johnson overall record is 6-1. In the league, they're 3-1. Last week, they played a Southern Wayne team. They beat them 62-14.
Woo!
And when I watch video on this South Johnson team,
Uh-huh.
a couple things stood out. First of all, the offense. You have a quarterback in Paul Oliver, number 8, averaging over 1,200 yards in passing, averaging 172 yards per game, and has thrown for 11 touchdowns. Then you have a running back in Brandon Barefoot, number 13, has a total of 780 yards rushing and averaging 114 yards per game.
Mm-hmm.
Offense-wise, they looking good.
They looking
But
good.
what impressed me the most was that defense.
That's why that boy got the grit player of the war.
Yes. And coming out of South Johnson, when I watched the tape, I just saw certain numbers, guys swarming to the ball. I saw number 7, Brandon Farrell. I saw number 21, Lance Parker. I saw number 22, Braxton Ennis. I saw number 32, Lucas Lehman, our grit player of the week. Then I saw Jamie Cole, number 34. All these guys coming to the ball, making a tackle.
That's coaching.
And when I looked at the stats, everybody's over 30, 40 solo tackles. These guys, know, I don't know what they're doing down there in Four Oaks, North Carolina,
They doing
as
something
far as
right.
learning how to tackle, but these guys know how to do it. And I think it's going to come down to defense. In this game, very simple. Hunt has a good defense. South Johnson has a good defense.
They have outstanding defense.
It's going to come down to the fourth quarter and which team can play a clean game with low penalties. And if you could get that done, honestly, it's going to be a tough call, but I think it's going to be a good game. And whoever can do least penalties has a good chance to win this game.
Because between Hunt, South Johnson, and West Johnson,
Yep.
a conference champion will either be crowned next week, because
Yep.
one of them will be eliminated.
Yep.
If Hunt beats South Johnson, they play West Johnson next week.
Right.
So they could be crowned a conference champion next week for Hunt.
Right.
If South Johnson beats Hunt, Hunt is out of it. Last game of the season,
Yeah.
West Johnson and South Johnson play. A
Right.
conference champion will be
Conference
crowned.
champion.
So 3 weeks from now, we're gonna know something either next week or the third week of the season.
October 29th. What we
D-Day.
call it? D-Day.
That's D-Day.
That's D-Day. Because somebody out of this conference in the next 3 weeks is going to be crowned that 3A Eastern Conference 21.
West Johnson, South Johnson are two teams that are low on the radar.
Yeah.
But when you go watch film and footage on them,
Yes.
you see why proof is in the pudding with their
The
record.
proof is in the pudding, and that defense has just stood out to me.
Well, let me tell you about Hunt.
All right.
The
tell me
Warriors.
something.
6-1, 4-0 in conference play. I pulled up the ranking of Hunt. Well, let me go back. Last week, they went up to Wendell,
Mhm.
beat East Wake 35-0.
Yeah.
Tell me what you thought there. You
I
thought
thought
because
East
they
Wake-
won on Tuesday night. Go
I
tell
thought
Tell 'em,
East
please.
Wake won on last Tuesday. I said, okay, now East Wake got a chance. They play Hunt. They got a chance. If they can keep it close. They didn't keep it close.
35-0 is not
Yeah,
close at all.
I think they're knocking on that equipment Monday also.
Yeah, East Wake knocking on.
East Wake, yeah.
They knocking on. I hear
Knocking
'em.
on that door.
Hunt, I looked at the ranking for Hunt on the Max Prep website.
Mm-hmm.
Hunt outranks these three teams that stood out to me:
Okay.
a undefeated Southern Nash,
Okay. All right.
a one-loss Northern Nash,
Mhm.
a 4A Millbrook High School in Raleigh.
Okay.
Hunt is higher than them. I broke it down on the 3A Eastern ranking.
Mm-hmm.
Hunt ranks number 3. Northern Nash number 9. J.H. Rhodes, 4A school, well, now 3A school, number 6. Southern 10, Rocky Mount 11.
Okay.
That's feasible,
Yeah,
feasible
yeah.
rankings. I went on high school OT. Hunt didn't make the rankings.
Okay.
But Southern Nash came in at like number 22.
Right.
And high school OT is based off of schedule, everything.
Okay.
So I can see that, they maybe look like, okay, the past 4 or 5 teams
Mhm.
Hunt played, that they locked the door on and shut out. What, gimme games, easy
Right.
games. This is the test for Hunt.
Yeah.
This is the game.
This is the game.
This is the D-Day.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you some stats for Hunt before we go to our next game.
Okay.
Sophomore R.B. Lofton, 8 solo tackles. Jimmy King, 2 rushing touchdowns last week. The senior, C.J. Joyner, 2 rushing touchdowns. Jonathan Hennett, 7 solo tackles, 6 assisted, left the game with 13 total tackles.
Mm.
Devin McKean, 1 interception. Senior Christian Nicholas and junior Cad Owens, 2 fumble recoveries. Hunt for the past 4 or 5 games have locked the door. Nobody has been able to score on them.
Yeah.
This is a game that if you tell me 13-10,
At least.
I'll
Because
take it.
I'm not seeing a high scoring game out of this.
Nah,
Because these are 2 good defenses.
that lock you down.
And like you said, they're gonna lock you down. And I honestly feel it's gonna come to the 4th quarter.
Who
and
got the grit
Who's got that grit?
and who won't make the most mistakes?
That's it. And that comes with penalties. Whoever has the lowest amount of penalty yardage has a good chance of winning this game.
Let's jump on that bus and let's stop by, pick up this nice helmet. We want to thank Southern Nash for donating this helmet for today's show. And we got to go down 301. So we're going to hit 42, take 301, eat us a peanut butter jelly sandwich on this bus ride.
Peanut butter and jelly.
And we got to go to the new Griff-Ons because I say Griff-Ons.
Oh, it's the
but they
Griff-Ons.
told I was corrected by a Rocky Mount alumni.
Uh-huh.
Griff-Ons.
Oh, it's the
Griff-Ons.
Okay.
Of Rocky
all right.
Mount, the Griff-Ons of Rocky Mount, as they will be hosting the undefeated Southern Nash Firebirds. Daryl, tell me about the Firebirds.
All right. So the Southern Nash Firebirds are coming out of the 2A, 3A Conference 17. Overall record, they're 6-0. In league, they're 3-0. They rank number 2 in the league
They do.
right now. We talked about this game earlier, or we talked about this team earlier. Bunn. They played Bunn last week. They won 42-14. And Southern Nash did what they had to do. Last week I was saying you need to make a statement.
Put the hammer down.
Put the hammer down.
and they put the hammer down to
they
see
put
this
it
let
down,
you know.
and they sent it to me. And what they did is in the first quarter, they scored 13 points. Second quarter, 22 points. Third quarter, 7, and fourth quarter, they didn't score any points. But what is 2 things that's standing out with me with Southern Nash right now.
What is that, Daryl?
The first thing is penalties. In this Bunn game, you're playing a Bunn team that is 0-4 in the league, but you had 14 penalties for 120 yards.
That's unacceptable.
No, it's
That's not Firebird football.
No, that's not Firebird football at all. And that's an issue because you can't go into Rocky Mount with
No.
those same mistakes.
No,
You got to be focused. You got to be tuned in.
they the
This
greatest
is a
team in the
big game.
conference.
Yeah. And
This is for the championship.
This is the championship because Northern Nash is sitting there waiting.
Because
Like,
they got Franklin this week.
yeah. And Northern Nash
So they
is like,
already punched their ticket. They
right.
in.
They here. They just like, who
we gonna play?
Who we going to play?
Is it going to be in Rocky Mount or is it going to be in Bailey?
That's it. And so that is an issue for me with Southern Nash is the penalties. It's just too many. And then secondly, it's the defense. So Sean, I looked at the stats for
Okay.
3A, 2A conference, 17. On defense, I'm looking for somebody from Southern up there.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't see not one person. I did not see
That's
anybody
not Firebird football.
in the top 22. 22. Nobody from Southern as far as a tackle, leading interception, or sacks. That's an issue.
That's not Firebird football.
No, not at all.
Firebird football is locking you down,
Right.
controlling the ball,
There you go.
running the ball,
Tell it.
and milking that clock.
There you go.
And fourth quarter, keep it rolling, referee.
Keep it rolling.
Because we ready to go home.
We're ready to go home. And I did not see that. That's going to be a problem. If you going into Rocky Mount,
That's a tough road game with a tough home crowd.
right, a tough home crowd.
That if Rocky Mount jumps up a touchdown or two on them, that crowd will get Rocky Mount. We seen it.
Yeah,
They will
we have seen it.
energize that stadium.
They will. And so the key players for me right now that I'm seeing for Southern Nash, it's going to be Jackson Vick, continue to do what he's been doing. He's averaging 127 yards per game. Trylon Mitchell,
That's the grit.
that's
the
another
grind player of the week.
player of the week. He's averaging 109 yards per game. And then Sammy Grandy, he's averaging 105 yards per game. Again, offense-wise, I'm not concerned as much with Southern Nash because they do what they do on offense, and that's run the ball. It's that defense, and the defense just got to step up a little bit.
I'm gonna tell you about this Rocky Mountain team that has me worried in this game.
What's that?
They're 5-2, 1-0 overall in the conference play. 4-game win streak.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky Mount wins the games we say they're not going to win.
Right.
They proved me wrong. Tarboro,
Yep.
I said that was a loss. Beat them
Yep.
12-0. Shut the door on
Shut
Tarboro.
the door.
Never seen that happen.
No.
As would it happen, I would tell you absolutely not.
Right.
I picked the Yellow Jackets last week. to beat
Last
them.
week we said Roanoke Rapids. We're
Won
gonna
by
come
a
in.
field goal, 13-10.
Right.
The games that we say they're not going to win, they win. The problem with Rocky Mountain is the games that they win,
Mm-hmm.
that we know they're going to win, they don't flex the muscles on
Right.
them. Bun, 21-6. You should be putting up 40 points on Bun.
Yeah, that's a 40-point game easy.
Your rival down the street, Nash Central,
Yeah.
Bulldogs, 21-8.
Yeah.
You should be putting up 30, 36 points
Yeah, the
on
bus
Nash
should be
Central.
cranked up in third quarter.
Which Rocky Mountain team is going to show up? If Rocky Mount can score 2 touchdowns,
Mm-hmm.
get the game ahead of Southern, get the crowd behind them, they can steal this
Yeah.
one. But if Southern comes in and puts up 21 points in that first half, crank the bus. We're ready
Yeah.
to go home.
It's ready to go.
We're ready
And
to
that's
go.
what Southern's going to have to do.
That's what they're going to have
They're
to do.
going to have to do because they've shown that they can do that, is that they're going to have to come in there and take over in that first half.
And Rocky Mount got good players. Cameron Jones, 233 yards, 2 touchdowns. Elijah Battle, 228 yards, 1 touchdown. They
Mhm.
got on the defense side, Jaquan Horn, 9 solo tackles. Cameron Jones, 15 solo tackles. DeAndre Lynch, 13 solo tackles. They are a good team.
Yeah, they're a great team.
Which Rocky Mount team is going to show up tonight for this game?
That's the $1 million question. And then you still got that Northern Nash team sitting there, hey,
We punched our ticket.
we ready. we ready.
We just need to know, are we going to host this game?
Right.
Or are we going to be playing in Rocky Mount?
Because
or are we
this,
going to be in Southern Ash?
again, it goes back to the
This is D-Day.
This is D-Day. And so October 29th, it always come back down to that date. And that's where we're going to be. All right, Sean, I guess it's time to do the picks.
The picks of the week. Picks of the week. What everybody looks forward to.
All right.
You want to take the first one down?
I'll go ahead and take the first one.
Give
So
me the
our
first one,
first
please.
pick of the week is going to be South Johnson versus Hunt
Game of the week in Wilson County.
in Wilson County.
Who
Who
we
you got?
take? If you look on the board, I'm taking Hunt. I'm staying with Hunt. I've been with him for 3-4 weeks. I'm not getting off the ship.
Okay. I'm going to have to go Hunt as well. I think South Johnson has a good defense, but I just don't know if they got enough offense to beat Hunt in Hunt.
I don't see it. Our next one would be East Wake versus Fight.
I think that's going to be an easy one right
That's
now.
an easy one.
Yeah, I think that's easy. I
Golden
think
Demons? A
yeah.
fight?
I'm going to fight.
I'm going to go
I
Demons.
think East Wake has let it be known
Inventory
that
Monday.
Inventory Monday
It's in
is
their
coming.
future.
Yeah, it's in the future. It's knocking.
It's
What you say? It's knocking.
knocking on the door.
All right. So next game, we got CBA Cop versus West Johnston.
This is a team that's waiting to see
Yeah.
if they're going to be playing hunt for the championship
Right.
or if it's going to be the last game of the season
Yeah.
against their rival, South Johnson.
Yep.
No, I love the air raid offense
Mhm.
CBA Cop have. Just a bad year. West
Yeah.
Johnson should just blow them out.
Yeah, I think West Johnson's going to take care of this with no problem. And like you said, West Johnson is just waiting for Hunt
Or South
or
Johnson.
South Johnson.
Who's it going to be?
Who's it going to be?
They're like Northern Nash.
Just
We
like
punched our
Northern.
ticket.
We done punch. Y'all ain't talking about us. Y'all ain't showing us no love. But we right here.
We right here.
Still here.
We want to
So
know
I'm
if we're
going
going to
South
host it.
Johnson.
We're going to know if we're going to host it
Mhm.
or if we're going to be on the road.
Yep. So South Johnson.
Eastern Wayne and Betterfield.
Ooh. I'm going Eastern Wayne.
I'm going to give the Bruins one more magical ride. Come
Okay.
on, Coach Parker. Come on, Coach Ben. Rile them up. The boys at Betterfield have heard the show. They listen to the show.
Okay.
This is Coach Sean talking to you now. This
Uh-oh.
is not the broadcaster.
All right, go
This
ahead.
is an old Betterfield player talking to these young Betterfield
What you
players.
telling them? What you telling them?
Let's get some Bruin pride out there on the field.
Okay.
I know we're playing all three sides of the ball. Betterfield, let's get this win. Eastern Wayne is 4-1.
Yep.
Get this win, and let's go ahead and start talking about building for next season.
All right. So they are also knocking on that door.
I ain't gonna say it
Oh,
yet.
you ain't gonna see it yet?
Next
Okay.
week.
All right.
Next week.
All right. So the next game is gonna be Bun versus Nash Central. I'm going Nash Central. I done gave Nash Central my pep talk. I done told them what to do. Burn that tape from the Northern Nash game. Don't even look at that.
Don't
no
put it
more.
in the library.
Don't. Yeah, that's gone. Get focused. Listen to your coaches. Do your job. Stay focused. You do all of that, you got a good chance of winning this game
And running the table.
and running the table because you got Lewisburg next, and then you got Roanoke Rapids.
And Roanoke Rapids probably knows by that time they're in. They're in.
Right, right.
So they may not even play their starters the third, fourth quarter.
That's what I'm saying.
So you make them get that score adjusted. If you
right.
keep it about level, adjust to sneak a win out of it.
right. So you got a good chance. So I'm going Nash Central.
I'm going Nash Central. Game of the week over here in Nash County.
All right.
5 versus Southern Nash undefeated, rolling
All
into
right.
Rocky Mount.
Rocky Mount, Southern Nash. I got my red on because regardless, I'm still a Firebird. So you know where I'm going with this. We got some issues.
We got some issues.
I say we got issues on defense and we got penalties issues. But if we could cut those things down and show up a little bit more on defense, Southern has a good chance of winning this game and then get ready for that Northern Nash game next Friday.
And that's
the
what
following Friday.
That's what championship.
Yeah, that's for the championship. And I believe Southern's going to take care of business.
I got my black on tonight. And most time I wear my black, Southern Nash wants to black out the stadium.
Okay.
I got to go Firebirds all the way. I
All
just feel like they can get past this game. They're going to have to get the score up high in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot let Rocky Mount hang around.
Right.
Because if you let them hang around, ask the Yellow Jackets,
Yeah.
they can win by field
They
goal.
win by a field goal.
Southern's going to have to get the game up high. They're going to have to pound the ball. And third, fourth quarter, they're going to have to be up 21 points with that clock,
least,
with
yeah.
that clock's running.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they say, let's
definitely.
get back to Bailey.
Got to. All right. Next game, we got Northern Nash versus Franklinton.
This is an easy one.
Yeah.
Northern Nash,
Northern Nash.
they punched their ticket.
Yeah.
Northern Nash.
Yeah.
They sitting on the way. We're going to be playing Rocky Mount or
Right.
Southern for the title.
Yeah. So we got that.
Northern Nash.
Northern Nash. All right. Next game is North Edgecombe versus Northwest Halifax.
North Edgecombe needs to run the table.
Yeah.
They got to win this.
They got to win this one. yeah.
To be able to even get in playoff contention talk.
I agree. Next one, we got Riverside Martin versus Tarboro.
This is easy, Daryl. I'm going to count to 3.
All right.
You know what we got to say.
What we got?
1, 2, 3. Tarboro.
All right.
Vikings all the way.
All the way. All right, next game. Aiden Griffin versus Southwest Edgecombe.
This is one of those games. SWE.
Yep,
They love us,
that's it. We're
We
going
love
Southwest
them.
Edgecombe.
but they got to win this.
Yeah, they got to.
Because if they don't win this may be the first time we said this about Southwest in a long time.
Yeah.
Inventory Monday could be
Inventory
on,
Martin may be around the corner.
and they're not used to hearing that from us.
No. All right, next game. Roanoke Rapids versus Lewisburg.
Roanoke Rapids.
Oh, yeah.
They got
Roanoke
to lay the hammer
Rapids
down.
all day.
They got to lay the hammer down.
All day. All right, next game.
CCS, Community Christians versus Lawrence Academy, Albemarle. 8-man football right here.
I
Give
said CC Christian.
I'm taking Lawrence Academy, Albemarle. I'll take Lawrence Academy,
Okay.
Albemarle. Yeah.
All right, we'll give him that. And last game.
Rocky Mountain Academy versus Faith Christian, 8-man football right here. I'm going against the home team. Give me Faith Christian Academy.
Okay, I'm going Rocky Mountain Academy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the picks for this week. We want to thank you for tuning to the Grit and Grind podcast. We enjoy every one of y'all tuning in. And like always, Daryl, who got the grit?
And who got the grind?
And we'll see you next week on the Grit and Grind podcast.